The Atlantic Immigration Program is one of the easiest ways to move to Canada in 2025 because it is way more flexible and affordable when compared to the express entry or any other immigration pathway in Canada. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find the list of employers who are currently hiring for this program. So you want to stick around till the end. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Celine Chibuzo, and on this channel, I break down all you need to know about studying, living, and thriving in Canada. I also like to share my knowledge and experiences in life. If this sounds like something you like, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post more videos. And for my old subscribers, thank you guys so much for always showing up. Let's talk about the AIP, Atlantic Immigration Program. This is a permanent residence pathway designed to bring skilled workers and international graduates to the Atlantic provinces in Canada. These are Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, and Labrador. So if you're willing to settle in any of those provinces, then you want to come really close because this video will really help you. Like I mentioned earlier, this pathway is very unique and not as competitive as the express entry, which makes it very easy for a lot of people to qualify for permanent residence via this pathway. We're now going to take a look at the unique benefits that make this program very special. When compared to other PR pathways, the AIP requires low settlement funds to immigrate to Canada. That's one unique feature of this program. So if you're struggling with proof of funds, then you want to look at this particular program. The second thing we want to look at is the language test score. So when compared to the express entry, AIP has a very low test score required to immigrate to Canada. Depending on the kind of job, you need as little as CLB 4 or 5. So you can see that it makes it a little bit easier for people who have challenges getting a very high score in their IELTS or CELPIP or even the French exam. The third point is there is no strict age limit when compared to the express entry. That is why it's very easy for people in their 40s, 45, 50 to get permanent residence in Canada via this pathway. So unlike the express entry where you begin to lose points once you hit 30, 35, with the AIP, there is nothing like that. So it's very good for people who think age is no longer on their side and they do not really stand a chance in the express entry. The fourth unique feature of this program is that it is employer driven. So unlike the express entry where you have to be in the pool and keep waiting for a lucky draw to get an invitation to apply, with this pathway you don't need to do all of that. All you need to do is to contact the employers who are currently hiring, and once you're able to secure a full-time job offer, then you're already halfway into your PR process. The last but not the least is that it's a PR pathway for graduates in Canada. So if you studied in any of these Atlantic provinces and you did a program that is at least 2 years in length, and within those 2 years you stayed in the province for at least 16 months, then you can apply for PR via this pathway without even requiring work experience. All you just need is to get a job offer from a designated employer in the province and you're good to go. So for the AIP, one thing you need to know is to qualify, you need to be a skilled worker with at least 1 year of experience in an occupation that is in high demand in one of the provinces that is currently participating in this, or you must be an international graduate who recently graduated from a post-secondary education in the province. Where you are a student that just graduated, like I mentioned, you do not need the 1 year work experience. All you need is just the job offer. But if you do not study in the province, then of course you need 1 year of work experience in that particular role. And good thing is this experience can be gathered from outside Canada or from another province. So if you're a student, you're in a different province and you think that time is running out, as long as you're doing a job that aligns with one of the PR pathways in this province, go ahead and keep acquiring your skills. And once you apply and get a full-time job offer from any of the designated employer, your previous work experience will count. So let's take a look at the provinces that are participating and their updates. Like we all know, there are a lot of changes in immigration lately. And as at the time of recording this video, I want to state the updates that are currently available for this particular kind of program. Let's start with New Brunswick. As at the time of recording this video, they've paused taking applications for the AIP because they have so much volume. And with the reduction in the number of allocations that IRCC have given to all the provinces is quite hard for them. But that does not mean you cannot continue working to gain the required work experience you need to make you eligible to apply once they start taking in applications again. For Prince Edward Island, they are currently focusing on people in healthcare and construction. So if you know you have work experience in any of this industry or field, then you want to look at PEI because they're still accepting applications. For Nova Scotia, they're currently prioritizing those whose work permits will be expiring in 2025, and they have said they will continue that in 2026. So if your work permit is expiring in 2026, they will also prioritize you when 2026 comes. This is just to help them manage the allocation that IRCC have given to all provinces because it's really, really reduced, except there is a change in 2026 that will help them get more allocations. Then they can tweak whatever rule or whatever law they've put in place right now. In addition to that, Nova Scotia is also focusing on people who are in healthcare and social assistance and also construction. So if you have work experience in any of these, of course, you want to look at Nova Scotia. They're also taking a look at regional needs, people who are likely to settle in Nova Scotia for a very long period of time. Let's say those who studied in Nova Scotia, for instance, they are more likely to have developed ties with the province and will likely stay longer. So they're also giving them priority. Newfoundland and Labrador is currently still accepting applications as of today. There is no update about them pausing anytime soon. So this is also another province you also want to take a look at. The big part is how to find the list of designated employers. Firstly, I want you to know that not all employers in any of those provinces can hire people via this pathway. They have list of designated employers. These are people who have been authorized to hire skilled workers to immigrate to Canada via the AIP. For you to find out the list of these employers, all you need to do is to go to the website of any of those provinces and you will see it there. You will see the list and you go to each of these employers one after the other. Just go to their website and see their career page if they are currently hiring. And if they're hiring something that aligns with what you already did or what you're experienced in, then of course you can go ahead to apply. So let's take New Brunswick, for example. I'm going to show you guys how to find out the list of designated employers there. So let's look at it. So this is the AIP page of IRCC where you have all the information about the AIP program here. Once you come here, you scroll down, you see all the provinces that are participating in this. If we're looking at New Brunswick, for instance, you click on New Brunswick and it's going to take you to the page. Please always make sure you take a look at the notice they are putting on the page. For New Brunswick, they said effective April 4, 2025, the Atlantic Immigration Program is paused for the remainder of the year as our full allocation for 2025 for this program has been reached, which I mentioned in my video. So you want to take a look at the notice. Now, coming down to the page, this is where they said click the button below to see the list of designated employers. Once you click on download PDF, it takes you to this page. If you want to save this list on your computer, you click this button and it's going to save. If you don't want to save it, you just scroll down and this is where you see the list of those who have been designated to hire people via this pathway. You might want to go to their site directly. So if I'm looking at Admiral Gas Limited, for instance, I could type it in Google. It will take me to their website and then I'll look at their career page to see the job that they have right now. And if it's something I'm interested in, I could go ahead and apply to them. Alternatively, I could also go to Indeed or go to Google or any of the job search platform and type jobs in New Brunswick. And when I see the jobs there and the employers that are currently hiring, I'll come back here to search if that employer is one of the designated ones. And if it is, then I'll go ahead to apply. So this is applicable to all the other provinces. That's how you can see the list of designated employers. So guys, I hope you found today's video very helpful. One thing I'll always remind you is regardless of whether the province is taken right now or not, just make sure you're in the right path. Just make sure you're gathering the required experience that is needed so that when they start taking again, you are relevant and you're ready to immigrate to Canada via any of this pathway. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.